and I was doing credit reports for people buying homes. And so when I saw the 1003s come through, my job was to do fact checking and send them back, kind of prehistoric loan processing at the time. Anyways, I would notice that the people that owned property, they would have 2 or 3 properties, and one, it would say $50,000 mortgage and value $100,000. The next one was $20,000 mortgage, value $70,000. I said, wow, if they sold these properties, they would have a lot of money. And so I was speaking with someone at my reserve base, and they said, why don't you get a real estate license? It's easy work, and you can do your homework at the up desk, and you get a big check, so it's pretty good. So I got a license to work, but also to get more knowledge about real estate. It's ambition, wanting to do more, wanting to do better. So if I can sell 50 homes in a year and generate a certain amount of income, then the next level just seemed to be logically to go to owning my own office with 50 agents and teaching them how to do what I do. We are independent contractors. The requirement to get a real estate license is basically pass a equivalent to a college course, 1 course. Now you have to take 3, but it used to be 1. And so basically anybody and everybody would try out for real estate. Homemakers, part-time people who had 9-to-5 jobs, retired people, people who were just curious about the business. So there wasn't a long path to get, like if you had to take a 4-year degree to finally start working in an industry, or like an attorney who has to take a 4-year degree, go to law school, and then pass the bar. I mean, this was pretty much take an 8-week course, and now I'm a realtor. So you have a lot of people trying it out, and then you have a lot of people who, number one, sales is sales, and not everybody's cut out for sales. So, rejections could be a powerful deterrent. So people try it, they don't feel comfortable with it, and they move on to something else. If you were to go to UCLA and then on to Harvard grad school, what is the average salary? I think it's less than 100,000, or maybe at 100,000. I can tell you countless stories of people, first year in the business, second year in the business, with no formal training, no 20-year history in sales, or in any other experience. I mean, as far as, they weren't lawyers, they weren't these intellectual types. They just had pure determination and wanted it, have gone out and made over 100 and 150,000, and on to make 300 and 400,000. In my best year, I've cleared over 600,000. My wife, an additional 100, 150,000 from, just focusing on what I wanted to do. There's no ceiling. It could be tough if you don't have the determination or the tenacity. 99% of it is showing up and wanting it. So by that, and that's kind of like the shiny gold, right? In the stream, everybody sees it and says, "Oh, I can have that," but it's a different trick getting it out of the river. You'll see that it's still the same old thing it was 21 years ago, and that's people, contacting people, talking to people, and getting them to, buy into your service. What can you do for them? What sets you apart? And even though the internet is important there, it's not as important as that one-on-one interaction. So sales is always going to be a part of what we do. They've tried to get away from it. Marketing homes on the internet, it's just too big of an investment. People are too emotionally tied to it, and they want that person there, that consultant. You wouldn't go and represent yourself in a court of law, via the internet on a very significant case. You wouldn't want to have somebody operating on you in the operating room, and he's via the internet. You want him hands-on, best of the best, and you want to make sure that you can trust your life with that person. That's pretty dramatic, but if you think about it, most people's number one investment is their home. And if they had a 401k, which wasn't as common as it was 20 years ago. Now we have 401ks, but they've become 201ks, so still, real estate can be your number one investment. If you can engage people, treat people with respect and professionalism, and work hard and continue to grow, then you will always succeed in this business.